Smile and Sheva. You got to know each other here or met before? We met here. What kind of relations are created at war? Are they somehow special, different from civilian life? It is possible to say that relationships created are like brothers by blood for each other. And what could you say? Is there any difference? There is difference. The difference is you act completely different way here, comparing to civilian life. At war it's completely different. The people that meet become brothers for life. What was the most difficult part in fighting here in Kherson region? It was probably roads. Roads and many orcs who were terrorizing everyone every day. They did not allow people to live peacefully and do their work. It was constant shelling, rocket fire, counterattacks, it was all there. Smile, how old are you? 21. I see you are very young. You have such an interesting chevron on your arm. This is Navy Recon. Is Navy Recon somehow related to your previous experience? Yes. Meaning you served in Navy Recon. Yes, it was Navy Recon, Naval Intelligence and Infantry. And where is this unit from? It's Zhytomyr region.
Стількох місяців війни, дуже важкої тут на Херсонщині. Як ви думаєте, що стало ключем до
What do you think was the key for Russian retreat?
Зберегти всі свої сили тут, тому що наше скупчення наших військ.
Because concentration of our troops on this riverbank is pretty large.
Плюс ще вони ніяк не зможуть забезпечити життєдіяльність.
They will not be able to provide for the livelihood of people in the occupied territories. Well, did that stop them before? They understood. This land, they have nothing to do here. They are strangers here. Plus our constant shelling and HIMARS. Howitzers have done their job 100%. Have you ever seen HIMARS or Howitzers working here? Yes. We have physically saw it. We're here driving, the HIMARS rockets whistled overhead. What was your impression when rockets flew by? You want to hide just from the sound alone. You can only imagine what it does when it hit. What would you say? Explosions. The interesting part is why do Russians not ask themselves such question? What are they doing here? Did you manage to see newly drafted Russians or at least see mobilized? I saw them on air reconnaissance. They are not afraid of anything. They just look at what comes in. Because they attract hits. They just watch. They don't know what to do. No one ever taught them anything contrary to us. They don't have any training, neither fire drills nor tactical. They just don't know what to do. Have you ever seen these guys? I did not see them physically, but I can imagine. What can you say about the Russian airborne troops that were stationed here in the number of 4 brigades? In fact, all airborne they have concentrated here on the right banks, all units they had. They know how to fight. Why they won't defeat us? We have willpower. We are on our land. We defend our land. We know why we are here. And no paratroopers are that strong at all. They are not that strong. I will never overcome this nation in life.
Повністю згоден.
I completely agree with my brother.
Ну, професійні російські підрозділи.
Professional Russian units, they must have some motivation besides money. They have something else that they are fighting for.
За нагороди.
They fight for awards.
За Путін.
Or in general for Putin, Putler as people say.
Таке враження, що вони просто прийшли
Impression that they just came to loot and bomb, create Russian world here.
руський мір свій показати, але ми цей руський мір.
But we can see what is Russian world, what kind of world they have left behind.
Нема чим тут робити і
There is nothing for them to do here, and they must go, fleeing back.
залишити нашу землю,
They must leave our land.
наших дітей, батьків.
They must leave our children, our parents, our families alone. Let them go. They are not welcome here.
Не радий і не бажає їх тут бачити на цій землі. Ну, і
Як зустрічало місцеве населення?
How local Kherson population met you when you liberated them?
Я пам'ятаю перші хвилини.
I remember the first minutes in Novorossiysk when we entered. It was kind of paradise.
Ми зайшли як до себе додому.
We entered there as it was our own home. We were hugged and kissed.
Це було діти дарували квіти.
Children were given flowers and gifts.
Емоційно.
It was very emotional.
Нововоскресенськ, коли ми заходили,
Novovoskresenske, we also entered.
сльози солдатів,
Tears. Tears of soldiers. Tears of civilians.
ти стаєш все
It is so inspiring that you become charged with this energy and ready to do more work.
більше роботи зробити.
Як ви гадаєте, скільки
How
часу
long do you think it will take Ukraine to move on and release Crimea?
З цими силами, які зараз
With these forces, which were here now no more than a month,
до кінця поточного
before the end of the current year, I think that we will already enter the borders of Crimea.
дуже оптимістично?
Pretty optimistic forecast.
Що скажете?
What can you say?
Плюс-мінус рік.
A year, give or take.
Ну, це моя
That's my opinion.
така моя думка, і ця війна, вона не один день уже йде.
This war has been going on for more than 8 years.
Цих чмобіків зброї достатньо.
Russians have enough weapons and also enough manpower.
Вони будуть робити, вони будуть кошмарити.
They will continue terrorizing people.
Ну, не треба падати дух.
We must not lose our heart. We should adjust to the fact that this war will take a bit longer,
Але рік
but it will be a year and a half.
завершиться.
The war will end,
Ну, це моя така.
in my opinion.
Як ви оцінюєте стан заохочення
How do you assess the state of encouragement of the fighters of your unit by command? Are you satisfied with what you and your brothers receive? I mean awards and certificates, things like this.
Просто
скажемо так, задовільно.
Let's say satisfactory.
На все на
Everything has its own time.
ви особисто отримували
Have you personally received an award or encouragement?
попереду.
отримував за зразок.
I received an award for exemplary service from the Minister of Defense of Ukraine.
Від міністра оборони України.
то здається,
It seems it was in August, as far as I remember. It was in August that you were awarded.
що все прямо. Чого вам бракує найбільше в вашому підрозділі?
What do you lack the most in your unit? I mean, from provision or weapons? Maybe there's a lack of cars, for example.
Автівки це взагалі
Cars in general, there's always a lack of them.
Це розходний матеріал.
These are expendable things, and we must constantly replenish them. Cars are on the first place.
Це перше.
друге, це зв'язок з
Secondly, it's the connection with the outside world. Starlinks and satellite communication.
тарілки. Що там ще в нас?
До речі, чи став Starlink
By the way, Starlink stopped working after this scandal on with Elon Musk. Did you notice it?
Без зв'язку, взагалі без зв'язку.
Now we are out of touch at all, so we're not aware about these gossips.
От я бачу,
From looking at the way you are equipped, is that you who bought everything, or the brigade would surely not provide you all this? I bought these things with my own money. Why so? You are not satisfied with what you received?
Інколи задовольняє.
Sometimes it's satisfactory.
Час определених
певне.
певних тактичних дій.
But for certain tactical actions, you need other equipment, which is lighter, which is more convenient.
У нас є групи
We
волонтерів.
have groups of volunteers from Estonia and Great Britain who can help.
Що вам потрібно?
What do you require? Maybe radios or power generators?
Це також
Generators and radios are also expendables. Generators are always needed, whether you recharge or communicate with the outside world if you have Starlinks.